See, there they all are.
Okay. I
What's
thought y'all. I swear, I thought you were already on
See, there they
stream.
all
That's
are.
why. I was,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
No, it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't show up in here until you start it.
I hear an echo.
Uh,
Yeah, that was me. I just realized that my phone
Okay.
was not off.
okay. So, you've got some. There's some information for our guest Kellie going through chat there. I've also got a link to her channel. Whenever the bot, it takes about 5 minutes for the bot to join chat. I think it'll be
I'm gonna try to stand
exclamation
up.
point Kellie or exclamation point BN. Will give you information
Oh,
on
I
black
see you rocking
believers.
your shirt.
I started to wear mine, but uh, it's dirty, so I didn't.
I wore mine yesterday. We have to get you another one then,
I'm
so you
actually
can
a
have them
member
change
now.
up.
I'm I'm actually a member. I joined.
Yes.
I got
Awesome.
my membership card and everything.
Well, thank you, Ember, for sending everybody over. I appreciate it. If you're coming over from Ember's channel, my name's Joe. I'm the Kentucky Atheist. Robin and I host this political show on my atheist channel here, and we have a lot of fun doing it. Today, we've got Detroit Atheist Queen Kellie as our guest. What's up, Kellie? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're all right considering the topic. I mean, the this is always kind of a like there's so many things that are going on right now that are like just depressing and upsetting to a number of people. Um, and we try to cover those things while at the same time not just being kind of all like doom and gloom about it. But I mean, you got to be realistic about it to some extent, right? So it's kind of a fine line. But we've got some clips lined up today that will help guide the conversation and the things we're going to talk about. And if you if you if you were here Saturday, we had a little extra debate thing.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was something else.
yeah, it was a conversation with a person who had asked to speak to me or whatever, and we did. And I think that I think as you see there's this right wing narrative that doesn't really match reality, which is a lot of what we had in that conversation. A lot of things that just don't line up with how things actually work and are. But that's why we kind of do this thing, so we can talk about these things and get it all straight and understand what's going on a little better. Not
Am I
that
echoing?
no, you sound fine.
Okay, because Theo said I was echoing. I was trying to see.
I'm not getting it if you are.
I'm not either.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I didn't come.
Oh no. He said that it was him. Okay.
I wasn't there for the. I kind of got a gist of him in the chat the other
Yeah.
day, so I figured it
Okay.
would be like that. So yeah, I figured Joe could handle that.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, it was, it is what it is. It was all right.
Joe asked if I wanted to moderate, and I do plan on moderating this Saturday. So on the
Yeah, we got another debate this Saturday, right? So,
What time would that be?
3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Eastern this Saturday.
Okay.
This will be Joseph, who is a Kent
Another Joe,
Hovind.
huh?
Yeah, another Joe. This will be a Joseph is a Kent Hovind style young Earth creationist who lives and works at DAL, and
we've talked.
um,
Joe's talked with him before, though. Like
yeah, I've talked to Joseph before, and he was really he was friendly and easy to have a conversation with. He wasn't rude and he wasn't an asshole, so we were able to actually have a conversation. So when he told me he was going to make me look silly about objective morality, I was like, "Well, come on and do it."
he's talking
So
talking shit, ain't he?
yeah, yeah, he's got big plans.
Yes.
He's I mean, hopefully it starts with him showing that there's some truth to objective moral duties and stuff. But whatever, we'll see. Um, that'll be Saturday at 3 o'clock, though. If you're interested in that, come watch it. If you subscribe and click the bell, it'll give you a notification of whenever that comes on. But I'll be posting it on all my social media and all that stuff too. So come check it out if you want. If not, that's okay too. Um,
You don't want to say that. You want them to watch it so you can get
no, I want them to watch
yeah.
it, but
You want to
I
get
ain't
the
trying to.
figuration with the YouTube
See,
and
I can't
stuff.
stand when I go to a channel and the first thing they say is like, "Hey, subscribe to my channel and like this video that you haven't seen yet." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, like let's see what you're gonna put." Maybe I don't like this video. Which, if you don't like my content, feel free to give it a thumbs down and tell me why in the comments. If you don't think I'm doing what I need to be doing here, I can handle the criticism. I promise.
Yeah.
So, well, we just had.
Yes, Farm said he's still available. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. And I just scheduled that because I didn't have anything scheduled Saturday. Really, honestly.
I actually requested to be the moderator on that too because
Yeah.
like Joseph and me are mods on this channel together and stuff, and so I'm actually the one that kind of hooked Joe and him up first time. So
I got into it with Steven too over on Facebook. Told him he's welcome anytime he wants to.
I'm not friends with any of these people on Facebook.
Yeah.
This is probably well, I mean, all I post is political stuff anyway. So Steven doesn't like Trump anyway. So
I'm not friends with Steven on Facebook. It was because where I was talking to Joseph and he had said something and Steven comment. Oh, Joseph had posted my pictures from the protest, and Steven said I was gay, and then
Are
said,
you serious?
"Yeah, that's a common thing. Male
no,
atheists are gay." That's
what an awful thing to say.
yeah. Um,
uh,
I don't know why he was concerned with what I'm doing with my sexuality, but what's up, Steven?
Yeah, somebody just started mowing their lawn.
they
Lucky
call
for
you
you guys.
a demon, like yeah. That's usually
Hello?
what they say.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we hear you.
But here, yeah, I don't hear no lawnmower.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
Kelly's having trouble.
Can you guys hear me?
oh yeah.
Man.
But and then he
Mm,
said,
what did it do?
he was just making remarks, and I was like, "Oh yeah, remember that time I came on your channel and you tried to lie and quote farm Wikipedia of all things and got
Okay, what
caught."
is going on?
Can you hear us,
Yeah.
Kelly?
What is it?
I don't think Kelly can hear us.
Can you hear me, Kelly? Can you hear me? Kelly, can you hear me?
Maybe send her a private chat or something.
I don't know what's going on with my volume. I can't hear you guys anymore.
I thought she had earbuds in and took them out. Mhm.
I told her to go out and come back in. Uh, that should fix that.
Hey, Duck, I am a member of Black Non-Believers. I have on my shirt right now.
Can you hear us, Kelly? Yeah. Kelly can't hear us. I'm telling her to go out and come back in, or just refresh. There she goes. All right. So yeah, I've got a yellow black non-believer shirt, but I didn't wear it today. It was dirty and I didn't want to wear it. So, but I should have anyway. I guess I don't know. Um, we'll give Kelly a minute to get back in here for
Yeah,
we.
I could hear Kelly too, but she couldn't hear us.
Yeah, yeah, that was the problem. She wasn't hearing us. Atheism rules, religion rules. What the hell? There
Come
she is.
here, duck.
Okay, now I can hear you guys.
All right.
Yeah, if something disconnects in here, you just about have to refresh it to get it to to uh, to work it right again. I don't know why, but all right. So anyway, Kelly, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, your channel, and all that, and as it's going through chat there before we get into things.
Okay. I am Kellie King, known as the Detroit Atheist Queen, and my first thing in this atheism place, I am the lead affiliate for Metro Detroit for the Black Nonbelievers, and I'm also a newly appointed treasurer for Michigan Atheist.
Nice.
And my channel right now, I have one show podcast thing I call Secular Activism Unfiltered, where I try to talk to people in the community that are trying to make a difference. So I've had Kelly Laughlin on there. I've had Anthony Grimblind, who's the president of Michigan Atheists. I've had um, Tamara, who's Jezebel on social media platforms, who is the secretary of Michigan Atheists. I have Tina Marshall,
That's who I
who,
watch, right?
yep, you
Yeah.
watched her, yeah. I had her on yesterday, and so I have SR coming on, Candace going. A lot of other people have lined up. As soon as I get their dates and times situated, they'll be on soon. So I'm just trying to do my part to help in the community and to show people that being an atheist is a good thing. All in a
Yeah, right on,
nutshell.
right
Native,
on. Yeah,
Oh,
native is
I also
for
am in Java and Jug Monday at 9 to 11. We stream on the Damn channel as well with 7 other wonderful women.
right
so
on.
So
native,
that's me.
native is asking for a link for Michigan atheists.
Okay, MichiganAtheist.org.
It's an easy one.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah, Kelly, I know you've been busy on your channel and getting around to other channels and visiting places and all that stuff. And you recently broke through 100 subscribers,
Yeah.
which you gotta start there. The I remember like well, whenever I got my first 100 subscribers, I was like, yeah, this is
Now I got to get more.
well. I really had no like expectation of it. I don't guess like of course I wanted to have guests on and I wanted to reach more people. So
Oh, I'm sorry. It's .com.
oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry.
So but that first 100 was a big milestone, and it took me a while to get there. Well, it's a long story. We're not gonna. That's not what this is about today. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, let's see what dumbass has been doing all week.
who
Dumbass,
who's that?
Mr. President, or
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah, yeah, that dumbass. Yes, that
That
dumbass.
dumbass.
I thought everybody would know who the dumbass was. Like,
Yeah, I
Well, let's start on a serious note, and then we'll kind of tone it down as we go. Uh,
let me tell you,
so
This is Little Red. I have 4 cats, and this is Little Red.
Oh,
This is the one that
that's your baby. Hey,
the one
cutie.
that sit in my
I have
lap.
I have one dog.
Oh, I have 4 cats and a snake and a bearded dragon and a gecko. But
I just have one
this is the
dog.
one that wants to get in my lap every time during the streams.
They want to be famous.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I agree with him, bro. A lot of
Yeah,
dumbasses and
exactly.
lots.
Yeah,
We got to be
totally.
specific which dumbasses we're talking about.
The orange
The
Cheeto.
dumbass. I'm the Kentucky atheist, and Trump's the dumbass. So there you go. But this is we're going to start off with a bit of news here, and we'll talk about this, and then we'll, as we go, when we need to kind of redirect, I'll add another clip in here. But let's start here. Let me play this real quick. Everybody hang tight. It's 40 seconds.
Is emerging over whether the Trump administration can tap emergency funds to keep SNAP food benefits flowing. Food lines nationwide are growing as millions of Americans worry whether they'll have the next meal. And as we've told you, the Department of Agriculture says SNAP money could run out by Saturday. More than 24 states are now suing the administration to get those contingency funds released. Top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer says lawmakers will be introducing a bill to keep SNAP running, but is a move Republicans are using to argue against Democrats.
All right. And we don't have to hear the Republicans argue about it because.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No.
So part of this government shutdown thing, we've had government shutdowns and SNAP isn't usually affected. It's usually a ways down the road before that's a problem. But this is more of a, oh, you're not going to give me what I want. I'm going to pull funding from SNAP for 40 million Americans. So we have already with the big disastrous bill, we have the cutting of Medicaid also and insurance for a number of people. And this is actually part of that, but they cut that too. There is what I'm trying to say. But now they're saying they're just not going to fund it because the Republic or the Democrats won't vote to let them rip insurance away from an additional 20 million Americans. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, they're failing. Yeah. They're failing at laying the blame on the Democrats. They don't like that. Like, that's not like, because they're in charge of the House, they're in charge of the Senate, they're in charge of the presidency, and so Trump even himself said that if the government shuts down, it's the president's fault. That's what he said. And it's like back when Biden was president. So, it's just pretty much, everybody looks at it and says they're in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's on the sense of that either you lose your insurance or you lose your SNAP. So either way, you're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. They so like not every state is going to suspend SNAP by Saturday. Like here in Kentucky, Andy Beshear has said that he thought we could make it through the month of November, but December would be up in the air. And there's some other places that have that kind of thing too.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he made a post and did an interview about it. I guess I could have brought that, huh? But yeah, he said that the state would fund SNAP for the month of November, but after that, the money was gone to do that with. So,
well, and we have Republican supermajority, so wow, he didn't get them to do that.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know how he plans to do it. It may be by executive order, just to like shift funding from one place to another or something that's already allocated for rainy day fund. I don't know how the hell they're doing it, but that's what he said anyway.
Well, I mean, I'd say they probably have to be in on it, though. Maybe our supermajority is not quite as MAGA as like most Republican supermajorities.
Well, we're seeing our Republican representatives in Congress.
Yeah, some of our Kentucky ones
are kind of against most of the things that Trump's trying to do.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but a few. So anyway,
no, mine is Brett Guthrie, and him and Comer. They kind of just walk around and pick up Trump's scraps, But
James Comer has to be the
James Comer. Yeah, but Brett Guthrie's not much better. But Thomas Massey, I wish I could vote for him because I probably would be. He probably would be one Republican I would vote for.
Well, the
Yeah.
the thing about this is though is it's like this is Trump's threat because Democrats won't vote yes for what would essentially double the price of insurance for millions of Americans. The thing that the argument is that Democrats just need to vote yes for this and pass a clean CR on the funding the government part, and then they'll talk about this other thing afterwards.
Yeah, right.
Which we know they're liars. They they lie and cheat and steal and do it all again. The You can't trust to have a good faith conversation with the Republican Party. So
Not in
they're not falling for it.
not in public. I mean, I imagine like sometimes there are some of them that probably talk to individual Republicans where they, you know what I mean, but they're not going to be on tape saying anything that, you know, unless they intend to, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has like decided that she's going to jump on out against them. But
Yeah,
most of them
I
are
will.
walking the line.
I
well,
will
the crazy thing.
personally.
Sorry,
I'm
go ahead,
sorry.
Kelly.
I will personally say this: I am not inclined for either one of the political parties that are top in here, because both of them has shown that they really don't care about the regular people. Though the Republicans are more so against us than the Democrats. That's the sad reality that we're facing. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. I mean, like right now, like it's, you know, it's like picking whether you rather have the crabs or syphilis, sort of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? The crabs are annoying, but they're not like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's an odd metaphor.
you actually hear them.
Yeah, I mean, you're both fucked no matter what.
But, you know what I mean? I've always said that like picking between these two parties is like picking what's your favorite like venereal disease is, and like
Yeah, exactly.
one of them
And
Perfect,
one of those is
perfect
quite a bit more
analogy.
dangerous than the other.
yes, one of them you can treat a little bit, you know what I mean, and you
You
can
may you might have to scratch a little bit,
yeah, yeah,
but the
You
other
know,
one will kill you eventually.
solve one problem with some medicated shampoo,
yeah.
and the other one requires like blood work and stuff.
Exactly.
uh, the But yeah, fair enough, I guess.
That's my best analogy.
That's unexpected. That was funny, Robin.
Yeah, you gotta love Robin.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's. I mean, I love the idea of comparing politicians to venereal diseases, but uh,
I can't believe y'all never heard me say that because I've used that quite a bit
No,
actually.
I have not.
no,
I,
that's
I
new.
I need to hang around you more.
That's new for me as well. But feel free to keep on.
Hey, Joe said thank you for your contributions, Robin.
Yeah.
You're welcome, hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So one of the crazy parts about all this is that like a lot of those red states and a lot of those Trump supporters are cheering right along for their own demise here, as they do.
Yeah.
What 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 do you? How do you get people to support, like, to overwhelmingly support starving themselves and their own family? Like,
okay.
They have not put it together yet. And first of all, most of them don't get any kind of information. They watch Fox News. I mean, my parents watch Fox News. There is a complete just omission of much of the stuff that we talk about sometimes on this show. You know what I mean? Like
Good.
they don't even go into it. And they spin other things in such a way when they present it to where it doesn't come out the same. But I don't think they really have realized that it's going to affect them. yet. Like the farmers and even the cattle ranchers. You know what I mean? The cattle ranchers were just like, oh, he's going to import beef. Oh my God! You know what I mean? Like what? It's going to affect us. You know what I mean? And really, probably the cattle ranchers is not going to affect much, even though they're all in a tizzy. And I'm not going to ever help point out the fact that it's not probably going to hurt them much. But the farmers, it has. It's really
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
And like and you know me, I was a cow hauler. I mean, a milk hauler for years.
Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
I'm around farmer. I was around farmers for years and years
Yeah.
and years, hauling their milk and everything. And it's like it's hurt them bad, the soybean stuff and everything. It's hurt them bad. And there's not even enough grain bins in the country to store the grain that we're not selling. So
Right. So
You
go ahead, Kelly.
you have the government, Sally, that are telling these people that black people, immigrants, trans people are the reasons why they're losing their benefits or their rights. So they have hatred towards them without realizing that it's the government that's doing this.
but they're not
And
even
that's what they don't realize. They
they're
won't
not
get it in their heads.
they're not even losing rights though. Like if you ask them, what right have you lost? You know,
Well, benefits that they could benefit
Well,
from, Medicaid, SNAP, and stuff like that. Just
I
like they're
think that
lying and saying that uh immigrants get insurance or get this and get that, and they don't do that.
yeah.
so.
See, I think
A
we
lot of
need.
that. So they're not do I mean, they're lying to them and they're believing them.
I mean, I think we really. I really would love to see something happen to these people for just outright lying. It's one thing to kind of like twist a story a little bit, but just to make up false stories and tell the public, I mean, they should be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
Well, like the Trump administration, Trump campaigning 101 has been, blame somebody else, preferably a marginalized group, a minority group. Blame it and demonize these people as the boogeyman that's making all this happen. But in this case, they've done that, but it's just been they've tried to stick it on the Democrats, and it's been really ineffective. Close to 80% of Americans understand that it's the Republicans that are responsible for this shutdown and what's going on.
Now
Definitely.
they run everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, like they have tried every way in the world to sell that ideal that if but some people don't pay attention to all that nuance. They just know, hey, the Republicans are in charge of everything, and the government's shut down, and there we go. That's it.
Well, you have two Trump administrations, 45 and 47. Um, they are both going to be the number one and number two longest shutdowns in American history. They're going to be the worst popularity numbers for president in American history. Biden ended up having worse numbers as far as approval ratings than Trump's first administration, but Trump was like, hold my Metamucil, and is now going to outdo that. Well, has outdone that, and now has the worst approval ratings of a president ever. The It's these things are it's pretty telling that you can look to one administration into the next iteration of it and see the exact same problems, right? That the economy's falling apart, the and we'll get into tariffs and all that in a second, but all of these things are really unpopular with the American people, and people are starting to get a little more um, literate to some of the functionings of government, I guess, that's a good thing, that they're learning how things are supposed to work normally, I guess. Too bad we don't see that.
My son just came downstairs. I thought I told him I was gonna be in my stream. Kids.
Well, he's welcome. I mean,
He
as
is
long as he's
not
not
in
a Trump supporter.
he's not a Trump supporter, but but he is not
Uh,
a atheist though.
so Jester gave us a $2 super chat. Robin's Dictionary of Venereal dictates when. Yeah. Thanks, Jester. I appreciate the super chat. Uh, so yeah, all of these things are Trump's trying. I mean, the Republicans are trying really hard to blame this on the Democrats, but they just kind of look stupid. Mike Johnson going out and saying we don't have anything to negotiate, we don't have anything to talk about. They refuse to even interact with the Democratic Party on this because this
They're not
shutdown actually was you know a gift to them.
they're not even there though. What's funny is like he keeps saying, I've heard him say a dozen times, we're working around the clock. I mean,
Yeah,
I bet you I've heard him make
Hold
that
on, let's
statement like every day. And the Republican House is not even there. The Democrats are. I mean, like I saw, like I'm like on page the back 40. It's a bunch of like farmers and stuff like that that are like Democrats, and like they went up there to the Capitol to try to see their representatives. And when they knock on the doors, there's no Republican representatives at the Capitol. They're all on leave at home on vacation. They're getting paid, because they still get paid through this. The Democrats are there. The Democrats representatives are at the Capitol in their offices, and the Republicans are not. And so, how are they working round the clock to do anything if they're not even there? I mean, I
yeah.
guess Johnson's there because he's doing these little press things, but there's nobody else there.
I think they've been going in the morning and just adjourning the House immediately, and then doing their little press conference thing.
I
Uh,
don't think so. I don't think they're bringing the whole house into order
not,
because
no, not everybody. I don't know that everybody's there, but I know that Johnson and a few of the others have been showing up, and they adjourn the House immediately. They go on the House floor, and as soon as they go on the House floor, they adjourn the House, and then they have their little press conference. Is kind of been how it's went at least through several of those. I don't know that that's like the daily thing, but yeah, they're not there governing for sure. If even if they are there, they're not doing their job at all. And it's quite ironic that here you have they're going to take benefits away from Americans, insurance away from Americans. Um, Prices are going crazy for Americans, but the people who have been elected to govern are not doing their job at all and being paid for it. Uh, um,
yeah.
they're refusing to compromise, to interact, to even negotiate or speak with the Democratic Party. So, um, I mean, that's their job, and they're refusing to do it.
can
Uh,
let me address something, Joe. Like I was reading something Native and Equus talking about. Like
Okay.
I've heard lots of city folk criticize all farming like it's all the industrial version. Our family farm was a lot different. Yes, and that's true. And the thing about it is I think that a lot of this hurting the farmers is intentional by
Mm.
because I believe that every one of these family farmers, like bankrupt farm bankruptcies, are up. Like just like they've been increasing, even under Biden they increased
yeah,
because fuel and just help and just the cost of everything, machines, equipment, and stuff. And so like if they go bankrupt, they sell these family farms off for pennies on a dollar at like auctions, and that corporate farming can just come in and buy them up, and they already like have bought up so much of our family farmland, and it's just more of it going away all the time.
Yeah, so they can take the small farmers and then the farmers have to sell it to the bigger corporations
Yeah, yeah, because
like a Tyson or something,
yeah, and I mean,
and they won't be in, so they can hold the money.
and farms are different because every region, you know what I mean? Like, but there's some that have been hit harder with famine. There are some that have been hit harder with like disease, you know, in certain areas. There's some that's been hit harder with like drought, you know, and stuff. And so, like, it's you know, some farmers may be better in shape than others, or they may have more diversity in their farms. Like, you know, like if they don't do just grain or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they've. I mean, nothing they're doing is in any way. There's no way to look at it as beneficial. Or even not harmful. It is very much so. The farmers are taking the biggest hit right now, and while Trump promised all these things with Japan and China and all this stuff, none of that's happening. And you know, the farmers who sold several $billion worth of soybeans to China last year, this year have sold $0 to China, and China is very clear that it's because of Trump's trade wars.
They did. I think they did. Actually watched the farm market report in the mornings. I know that's really weird, but they did. I think finally sell some because China bought like 80% of our soybeans,
Yeah,
and they hadn't bought any this year, and they
yeah,
bought so they actually could not. They've been buying around the world where they could, other than the United States,
right,
but it's not going to be enough for their what they use. So I think that they did actually purchase some,
yeah.
um,
Well,
but it still won't be enough. It won't be anywhere near what we were used to doing.
yeah. If they have it, it happened today because it hadn't happened as of yesterday.
It was on this morning's report,
Yeah,
farm report. But the
uh,
thing that is you know, like if Trump had warned the farmers that this was going to happen in like 3 years or something like that, and they had actually worked out some sort of like program to where we would find some kind of use for their soybeans to where we didn't have to send them to China, that could have made a difference.
Do you think he would have did that?
yeah,
Because he's stupid. I mean, like he's a instant gratification person who never thinks about anybody but himself. So
yeah. And Trump will just. I mean, if nothing else, he'll just lie. He'll just say, you know, what you're saying is not true. He'll make up the numbers. He'll you know, whatever. He'll just make it up as he goes otherwise and just lie about it. Which is actually puts us into our next clip here. So there was an ad released in Canada uh,
Okay.
uh, that is, well, here, I'll just play the damn ad. Here you go. This one, you've got it's a minute long, so hang with us for a minute here.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker and consumer. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. America's jobs and growth are at stake.
I hated that we have to go to Reagan to actually get some common sense out of that party.
Yeah. So this is Trump and the administration had first tried to say that this was like AI or that they were misrepresenting things or whatever. This is an actual speech that Reagan gave
Yeah.
on the radio. This is 100% his words. You can go listen to the whole thing. He says exactly those things. Yeah. So whenever you're kind of, we experience this a lot in the atheist community, like dealing with theists and stuff, where it's like whenever you give them some point that really conflicts with their position, they'll just switch to attacking you personally. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's what we've had happen here is Trump is blaming Canada for things that Ronald Reagan said. Because how dare you, Canada, play Ronald Reagan's words? That I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of sense to be made here. So do with it what you will. I don't. But yeah, so in response to this, Trump's wanting to add more tariffs to Canada and refusing to negotiate anything with them over the go-to thing. Don't
Yeah, he
negotiate.
just did blanket tariffs, right? He just added a 10% blanket tariff
Yeah, to anything out of
to
Canada.
anything from Canada. Yeah.
Now, from me and my personal life, I work for one of the big threes. And so that's kind of really hit us hard with these tariffs and things like that. But the sad thing is that so many of my union brothers and sisters voted for this
Yeah,
because they was, oh, the tariffs are going to help us. I'm like, no, it's not.
I mean, I don't know how it works. And like it's it's a failure though of democratic messaging when union people
I
are
said he's against union. He doesn't want the union. He wants to
that
dismantle the union.
that's right. When union people are voting for Republicans, there's a failure of messaging across the board. You know what I mean? Because union Republicans are historically anti-union. I mean, it. It's just time and time again they have been anti-union, and so how anybody thinks that they're so like I
That's what
remember
I'm saying. I don't understand that
what was his name
myself.
from the UAW or whatever. What's his name? Or was it Teamsters? Which one? One of them went and met with him and was like spoke
Oh yeah, I think it was Teamsters. Yeah,
Teamsters. The Teamsters
yeah.
president spoke at the Republican convention, and then he was kind of pissed off because the Democrats didn't ask him to speak. But
Yeah, because which he's corrupt too. Sean Fain is the international UAW president.
he's a Teamster.
Um,
He's a Teamster. Yeah,
he's something else. But anyway, so
yeah.
when Donald Trump asked to speak to the union UAW, he was like, no, definitely. I was like, even though I don't like him, he still had the right to speak
Well, I
when he
remember
was
when they had,
running.
I remember when they had the thing where like they had the one rally, and then they had and Trump put on one, and it was at a non-union shop where he held his rally. Like, and the people had signs that said unions or whatever for Trump. You remember
yeah,
that, Joe? But
yeah.
it didn't
Yeah.
come out that it was just fake. It wasn't even at a union shop where they had it.
That was West Virginia, wasn't it? That he did that. It was for the coal miners, I believe.
Oh, I think it was. Yeah.
I was thinking it was in like this was auto workers.
Oh, yeah, it was the auto workers. You're right. It was the auto workers. Yeah, yeah,
Detroit, actually.
yeah.
Well, I thought it was
If we knew
I
somebody from
think
Detroit,
he went in and
yeah,
spoke to like Toyota or something
yeah,
because the actual union wouldn't let him talk with them.
yeah. But yeah, if we just knew somebody from Detroit,
yeah.
I like it.
Uh,
Yeah.
the
Probably working that day though.
Yeah, so yeah, Trump's done that a number of times. Honestly, in fact, I'm going to point out an example of him doing that exact same thing here in just a second.
Okay.
Well, not the exact same thing, but very similar. Let's just go ahead and look at that because it's short. I mean, one second. And all right, all right.
God bless the United States of America, and God bless our Navy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, don't get excited, but I think he could be getting ready to start air
Bust a
jerking.
move. Bust a move.
Yeah. I want you to notice something about this picture. What do you notice about all those people back there?
They don't look real.
Well,
Yeah, that too.
off to the right here, there is a whole lot of women in that crowd.
No.
Oh.
And the Trump administration, specifically Pete Hegseth, has been pretty shitty towards women in the military and said a lot of horrible things. Um, and so yeah, we know that Trump and his handlers purposely like set up the crowd behind him to have black people and women and all that stuff there that may not be a representation of the number of those folks that actually
No.
support him.
There's not very many black people in that picture.
No,
Yeah.
no, there's a handful.
But just think about it.
There's more women than black people in that picture.
This is a man who needed a ballroom.
Yeah, but $300 million.
So he could do.
Well, we have people
Yeah,
starving.
You're just
Now,
jealous because you wish you needed a room for your balls. The Trump is that's the closest you can get to why he built. Have you seen the size of the ballroom?
it's supposed to be bigger than the actual White House.
It's
Yeah.
bigger than the whole rest of the White House.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was actually last night. I watched on there, or when he went to Asia, he was over there. He was in Malaysia. He was dancing like that too. Like they were doing they had some kind of like native, people there playing music, and he was out there doing that crap right there in front. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. It's.
I hope they at least purchase some dancing lessons for him when they get the ballroom done.
So it's one thing when I come on here on this channel that is the Kentucky Atheist, and let's say I make some kind of joke about, God can't walk on water. He's got 2 holes in his feet. Let's say that I do something like that. Here in this context,
It ain't no lotto.
I mean, that could be funny to people, right? So whenever Trump does this, the YMCA dancing and the circle jerking everybody around him, when he does all that stuff, like in front of a MAGA crowd at a rally, that's one thing.
Yeah, because they can't dance either.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
When you go to a foreign country and make a fool of yourself in front of everyone, they don't know what the hell you're doing. I mean, I'm sure one of the few things they know about him is that he dances horribly to songs that are ironic for him to even use. But
That's what I'm saying. Like you using YMCA. Do he know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got.
Do we know the people that sing that song?
Actually, they played it. They played at the Republican National Convention this year, or whatever. Was it that? Yeah, or his inauguration? They were at his inauguration.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
they're okay with him playing that song.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't think that anybody's like, especially in these foreign countries, is going to like condemn him for being a bad dancer or whatever. I mean, but it's foolish. I mean, like
You don't want to see me dance.
our
Say that.
government is shut down. You're taking food stamps and insurance away from millions of Americans, and but hey, you're over in Japan having a good time dancing for everybody.
Of course. But I will say this: he's been met by protesters at every stop. Like I saw the protests. Like there has been crowds of protesters, and I watched some of it, and I couldn't understand, of course, what they were saying, but you could hear them say something Trump, and they had a big blow up like orange baby thing, and stuff like what and so you got the gist of it that they of what they were
Um,
saying. And there was
um,
huge protests at like every stop that he's made.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, there are obviously Trump's, causing problems across the world with the tariffs and the trade wars that he's dusting up here are causing problems everywhere. So there are people speaking out against him everywhere. Um, did you see Trump wants to challenge Jasmine Crockett and late night hosts to an IQ test?
wow. No, I
And
did not hear that.
an IQ test.
yeah, well,
I
he's
did not
calling
hear
it an
that.
IQ test, but what he's really talking about is the cognitive test they give you to test for
I'm sure
onset
he,
of like
I'm sure he won't have anybody
Alzheimer's.
meddle with the daggone results of that.
Yeah, he said he wants to challenge Jasmine Crockett to an IQ test.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I bet she could even spell
I,
acetaminophen.
I,
Let alone
he,
I
I
mean,
can't talk because I can't either.
he,
I
he,
said, but she can though. Like
Oh,
Jasmine
she can.
Crockett.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
No, she's a lawyer. I mean, she
Oh,
made
yeah, she's intelligent.
yes,
well,
very intelligent, and
you know,
plus she's got good wit to her too. Actually, a really good
by
wit.
Trump's explanation of this test, it's the first 20 questions are that's a cow, that's a horse,
Man,
like
TV, woman. What is it? What was it?
the
5 words. He had to
yeah,
remember.
man TV. He had a thing about whales there for a while. Um, I mean, this test is. Um, I mean, my kid had one of those things you pull the string on, and it spins and goes. The dog goes
I used to
bark
love
bark.
that toy when I was a kid. Farmer John, something like that. The
It was
Say toy.
what was that thing? What was that thing called? Like I remember what you're talking about, Joe. It was something. What was the name of that toy? It had been around. The little arrow
Yeah,
went
that toy.
on
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
farm
yeah.
animal, and
Seesaw or something. They
It's
make
used to
not
have a little actual
acetaminophen.
string with a little pulley, but
see,
they said people got choked on it, so they had it's different. Now ain't the same. They
somebody come
changed
up
it.
with it in chat. What was the name of that game? That toy
Yeah,
that you pulled that
yeah. I
the
used to
arrow
have
was
it.
round. You set the arrow on the pig,
Hey
and then you pulled
Laura,
the string, and it'd say
what's that toy called where you pull the string and it tells you the pig goes oink? Noah loved it. What's that thing called?
Yeah, I used to have one when I was a
Wish I
kid.
could stand still here. Hmm.
was it something speak and say or
Yeah,
um
from the See and Say or something like
Titan,
that.
come in there, Titan. I knew see and say.
See and say.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yeah. So maybe somebody snuck one of those into his briefing, and he just he thinks that I don't know, but the cow goes moo.
I mean,
Um,
the fact that he thinks that he is. I mean, like he is so. I mean, like he he ought to know that he is not. He is nowhere near as intelligent as her.
well, what he knows is that it'll never happen. Is what he knows. But he's never actually going to do that thing, so he can talk all kinds of shit about it, because he's not really going to ever do it. She has accepted this a number of times because he said this before. Jasmine Crockett has said, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Let's have me and him sit down and take the same test at the same time." And
Yeah,
yeah,
do a spelling test. Just have a spelling bee.
I mean, just ask him any fucking question, really. I mean, like the man is not well.
At all.
He spent so much time attacking Joe Biden over his age and his cognitive ability and all this stuff. And, then we
And
get Papaw
The
in there.
pot calling the kettle black,
And
basically.
The Japanese prime minister yesterday had to like hand walk him around everywhere they went. Like she had to like grab him by the arm and like walk him. He was just wandering off. Like he just wandered down through there, was saluting.
Come on, Papa.
All
All
I
right.
can say is I worked for the Japanese for like 14 years. They are all about like your rank, is where you would be in that line and stuff. And they must think that he is such a moron to actually go and try to stand at the end of the line down there. I mean, like,
Wait,
just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
just sitting here looking at. Wait, he went to Japan?
Yes,
oh
he's
yeah,
in Asia. He's doing a whole tour of Asia. He went to
So I'm
Malaysia,
looking at it.
going to see China. He's going to China too.
Somebody like me and you, if we have felonies, we can't go nowhere. We got to
yeah.
stay our butts in America, but he can able to travel. I don't know.
We can't afford to go anywhere anyway. No, that's
I
it.
know we can't go for either, but I'm saying the opportunity, if
Yeah, I
we
know.
can't go anywhere with felonies, and he's
So,
going. Oh,
I'd say he probably can't go to Canada.
hey, not very welcome there anyway. uh,
I understand why Japan might make an exception though, because
he'll go up there.
The
He'll
United
go up
States
there.
has been extremely good to Japan. Like since they helped rebuild Japan, and they've been very supportive of Japan.
He'll be announcing this week that he's going to Canada to tell that Canadian Ronald Reagan to shut up. Uh, the I don't know what the deal was there while they're walking around in a little small square or whatever. I don't know, but he failed at it completely. Whatever it was.
He's just saluting them,
Yeah,
like when he saluted that. What was it that? Was it the North Korean or whatever general that he saluted that time too? Remember
yeah.
his first term?
Oh, he was all worked up about the aspect of getting to see Kim Jong Un during this trip. If
oh,
he
his
invites me, I'll come.
homeboy.
I'll be right there. If I would 100% go if he says, "Does he want me there?" Because we'll go. Like he was dying to go see
It
his.
discouraged me to death him going to see She. Um,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
but thankfully She is like She is like Putin. He is so much smarter than Trump that it's kind of like you
oh
know.
yeah, they'll play that. Here, I'll kiss your ass, sir. I'll kiss your crazy ass, and then like
I don't think she will kiss his ass though. But I mean, I don't think
I
she.
don't either.
No, I
they
don't think.
they
Hell, they
they
hold.
spend a lot of time telling Trump things that they think that he wants to hear, and just like this whole thing, the whole reason they're doing all this is because Trump doesn't want to go anywhere unless they're going to roll out the red carpet and make a big deal about it, and
Yeah.
exactly what happened there,
Well,
and what happened
you
in
heard what he
in
said.
all the places he went in Japan and stuff. They had all this bands and everything playing music,
Yeah,
and because he's petty, right? He's
you heard what he said before he left, though, right? When he got on the plane, he tweeted
No.
or said that something about take the nobody appreciated him. He worked his ass off for a bunch of people who did not appreciate. Like it was some kind of stupid. He's like, I work my ass off. Nobody appreciates what I'm doing.
yeah. Well, his whole thing, his speech to the military there, one of the big points of it was his telling them how he's ready to send them into American cities, you know, against Americans. So yeah, Trump has. Okay, so we seen this thing with Biden where Biden was like slowing down and he didn't speak so well, and Biden's getting old and he had some issues and nobody denies that, I don't think. But
Yeah.
I mean, compare that to this, right? We have Trump running around saluting people and just saying crazy shit that didn't happen, and um, he called him Sleepy Joe. Everything Trump shows up for, he sleeps through. Uh, it's kind of like all that shit kind of caught up with him a little bit. But I don't think Trump gives a shit, honestly. I don't think he cares. I think Trump understands that all he had to do was win the election. The rest of it doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't believe there's anybody up there in the White House though that's even saying this stuff to him. I really think
Oh, no.
we are in some ways like the emperor has no clothes. You know what I mean? Like he's running around
Yeah.
naked, and nobody will even has the nerve to tell him that he's not wearing clothes. I mean, you know, if you remember that story, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
nobody had the balls to tell the emperor that he didn't have any clothes on. And I think that's exactly where we are. And they're actually using that for their benefit. Like they're showing Trump videos of places and saying it's Portland and it's not. And so he's convinced that these things are going on. You know what I mean? Because I think he's too incompetent right now to actually keep that narrative going. Like, you know, he wouldn't be able to, but he thinks this is actually happening.
Well, are things different in real life than what I'm seeing on TV? Um, yes, they are. But yeah, so he has no idea. Like he doesn't know the difference between like videos of things that happened years ago, recent things, and he doesn't ask or care or anything. He just goes on, you know.
Yeah, he just makes if it's something historical, he just makes up some history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just sits there and like just makes up his own history.
Well, yeah, didn't he talk about the airplanes during the Civil War,
No, the Civil War,
the Revolutionary War?
Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
Okay.
George Washington, like protected all of his airports. Yeah.
yeah. George Washington protected the airports.
Yes.
Uh, planes were invented 100 years later. Um, so yeah,
More than that, really, because when did the Wright brothers, like it was 1900 something, wasn't it? Like
Yeah, 19. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
19.
like
so
19. It was early 1919, something
See,
nineteen.
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
I thought it was
It
like
was real early.
1902 or something,
It might have been.
but anyway, it was way over 100 years. It's like 140 years or something like that. So
Yeah. He's he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Which is an often thing. And Equus said, release the Epstein files. Well, that's the thing. Is like this government shutdown is a present to Trump, right? Because now he's used it to dismiss tons of federal workers. He's used it to take these benefits away from Americans, and on top of it, nobody's talking about the Epstein files.
but
Let
well, and
but let's break this down with the Epstein files. Is that um the victim spoke and they mentioned him. Why do we need that? They've already said it.
We've
Several
known
victims.
we've known since Jeffrey Epstein was arrested that Trump was involved.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's old
So the
news.
fact that we need files, that just is
Well, we need
taken
evidence.
away from the victims and mean that your testimony is invalid.
Well, I mean, we need evidence because look,
Yeah, that's yeah.
because like there's a lot of men on both sides that don't accept what women say, but the Republicans are notorious for that. You know what I mean?
Victims.
Like, I mean, Trump was actually adjudicated in a court of law for basically rape. They just couldn't name it that way because the statute of limitations had done expired, and only in a country like America would you actually have a statute of limitations on such a crime. But basically, that's what the judge said. He was found guilty of. I mean, like um, they don't even believe it. They don't believe the victims. They don't even
Yeah,
believe.
they don't.
They don't
Yeah.
even believe it when a jury of his peers. And actually, I remember there was some jury members on that jury that were actually Trump voters and said they were going to vote for him again, but they still voted to find him liable for sexual assault. And
Yeah, I
yeah,
I
so
sit there and I watch a lot of the Trump debaters like Dean and Parker and stuff like that, and you hear the Trump supporters going there, and some of the things they say, I'm like, are you listening to yourself?
Yeah.
Are you really listening? You're not. You can't be.
It sounds like sort of like when people are defending, biblical slavery and
Exactly the
genocide
same
of,
thing.
genocide of the babies and selling your daughter off into slavery and making her marry her rapist. Yeah, it's the same kind of apologist. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
has a lot of similarities.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just looking at me, and I might not be right in everything, but anything that's trying to take away from somebody to make them be less than, it doesn't fit right to me. It just does
Yeah,
not. When it's taking away something right for somebody, and as a black woman, slowly and surely they're giving us little bits and pieces for our rights, and then they want to take them away. And I'm still the bottom of the totem pole. I think trans people probably underneath me now, but I'm like everything that, and it's like they just give, just like us being free, civil rights. They just gave us that just to shut us up. They didn't want to give us those rights, and now they want to take those things away from us. But until they take away something that some of these Republican people get, that's when they're gonna wake up, and it might be too late.
Well, that's what I told my dad. Like he was talking about due process. He kind of like mocked me when I was raising Cain about that, which is really embarrassing because my dad was a high school teacher, but of course
Okay.
he didn't teach civics, and he obviously never took it. But I was like, don't you understand that if everybody don't have due process, nobody has it due process? I mean, like it's just such a easy idea, like freedom of speech. I mean, if everybody don't have free speech, nobody has it. And I mean, like, and they want to like come after trans people's guns, and um, I really wasn't shocked, but the NRA said, nope, no, you ain't doing that because they are one of them slippery slope kind of
Yeah.
people. So they're like, no, you're not taking away nobody's guns because we want to be able to sell guns to trans people too. So, but that, I mean, but it was though the right thing for the NRA to say at the time. I think, I mean,
Yeah, it was.
the conversation
I
of
mean, you shouldn't get a gun
conversation of
because of your mental health or something like that. Nothing to do with if you're trans, gay, straight, white, black.
I mean, if
That's
they
not
yeah,
want to have a conversation,
morally.
yeah, restricting guns, I kind of think we could be in on that, but not. You can't just do it like blanketly for just one group of people. Like that's
right,
And I think this what you talked about with Joe is that it's certain assault rifles that should not be in production for people to get a hold of, and that's the problem for me.
yeah, because I mean,
Why do you have these guns out for anybody to use them?
I
Why
used
are
to
they
do
even
that,
made?
and if you need an AR-15 to deer hunt, you probably just
It's
need to put your camouflage up, and at least go to some target practicing place.
so I have actually been deer hunting with an AR-15.
Oh, you
Uh,
have.
See, you shouldn't. You don't need to be out there.
I agree.
Yeah, because they're gonna shoot back, is it?
Um, so I grew up on a farm on a place in a place called Bear Creek, if that tells you anything.
Yes, it
And
does.
We have a
we
bear
had
creek here too.
we had a little short of 40 acres out there, and so as a kid, I tried deer hunting and stuff. The I had went deer hunting with a number of different rifles. 30-30s was the one I preferred, but um, I went deer hunting with an AR-15 with a scope on it, and I'm telling you, you could just like shoot deer 2 hills over, like, like, um,
I
it
take
just
I take 3 bullets when I went. When I went,
yeah
I had a bolt action rifle. I used 308, and then I got a 243. But
yeah
I took 3 bullets. That's it. That's all I ever had on me at any time was 3 bullets. If 3 bullets was not enough, then I didn't need to be out there shooting anything anyway. So
Yeah.
so
I've had a deer with 12 gauge slugs, 30-30,
well, that's
AR
illegal in Kentucky. Actually,
30-06.
I mean, it's illegal to like most of the time it's illegal to use slugs to hunt deer here.
This wasn't. Well, it may have been also because it was on my own property, so that may have had something to do with it.
I've never been deer hunting, but I
They
have been to
can't.
the gun range several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um.
mean, most people should, especially women, I think, should be able to handle a gun. Like, you don't necessarily have to own it, but you got to at least know how to handle it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, yeah, no, I agree with that. There's,
Yeah,
if you want to, then by all means do it. The But yeah, so that's kind of the whole shooting deer with an AR-15 thing is kind of silly. I agree.
Yes.
It's there's no sport to that. It's it's easy. Like
Yeah, my ex husband, like, he wouldn't even gun hunt. He bow hunted. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, okay.
he said that even using a gun was like no you know what I mean? Like that, there's
yeah,
no sport to that. It requires no skill, and so and the deer can be so far away. And of course, he always had to stand up there in the stand and be real still and like smell like a deer or whatever he did. You know what I mean? And not move. It's like come in close enough so he could shoot him with a bow. So, but
yeah.
no, I wasn't quite that patient. I would smoke cigarettes and stuff up in my tree stand.
My point with the guns was that because we had an assault weapons ban before, or laws regarding assault weapons that regulated them more. Because we had that before, and we know what effect it had, um, and we know what effect it had when that ended. Uh, it's a common sense thing. Like to sit and argue that wouldn't be effective is just dishonest because we have the numbers.
Yeah, we know. And I don't know why. I mean, like, it's just so telling that it was only for a certain period of time anyway. The Brady bill should have, like, banned them
Yeah,
for
yeah,
ever.
yeah. There's not. Yeah. I don't. But
But
whatever.
it
So
but it said that people are more concerned about gun rights and things like that instead of worrying about people eating or people having insurance.
yeah, yeah. In many cases, yeah. But the MAGA people kind of have this idea in their head, and always have about all this stuff is, well, this doesn't mean me. This is those other people that we've demonized that
Yeah.
are going to have to face these laws. Not me. I'm a white male in America. I'm not going to face these laws. This is for all the demonizing of brown people and marginalized groups, the LGBTQ community, and things like that. They don't.
So they've been told, let's say, Obama was going to come for their guns. Obama was coming for their guns. The Democrats were coming for their guns. Everybody's coming for their guns, and there's not been like any even proposed legislation
Never happened.
to ever like us.
Never.
And at one time, up until recently, both parties took money from the NRA.
Yes, they did.
But now, like, there was, I think, I can't remember. It was like in Trump's first term, though. I think was the first year that there were no Democrats that received funding from the NRA, like for their parties. That was like the last. That was when it ended. Like the NRA does not fund
Yeah.
anybody in the Democratic Party, or they didn't. They may have started again, but I can't see that happening.
I imagine there's a few people who take money from them in the Democratic
Well,
Party.
I mean, there's a list though. You can see how much they give.
Oh, right.
I mean,
Well, I mean, let's the laws surrounding political lobbyists are essentially you're legal to bribe politicians, is what that is. That's Political lobbyists are
You mean like that one guy that got $60,000 in a paper bag?
yeah.
That
Yeah, I don't know if that was a lobbyist or not, but
that didn't even. It's like, I mean, they're like, he didn't do anything illegal. That's what they say. Like,
yeah,
and
right.
because they kept asking him, the senators kept saying, "Where's the money?" And they
Yeah,
were like, "Well, it wasn't nothing illegal." Well, we didn't ask you if it was illegal, or we asked you where the money was. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, you took a bag of first of all, if you or I took a bag of money like that in a public place, it's illegal just to do that without being a politician. You know that, right? Like you can't have somebody hand you $50,000 cash in a bag. Like you will
really.
go to
Exactly.
jail. That's that they will take that money and you will go to jail.
Well, I mean, really, if I've got somebody giving
Because
me
they want their cut.
$50,000, like it's probably going to be for something that probably I don't think should be publicly aware of anyway. So,
Well, I mean, you
like,
can
I
go
would
to a
not.
bank.
Yeah, I mean, I have enough past history with illegal transactions that I'm not going to do it out in public. Like,
Right, right. Yeah.
statute of limitations.
The
Oh,
first time
okay.
I went to jail, they set my bond at $200,000,
Wow.
and they said we're going to set your bond at $200,000 cash, and if anybody comes down here and tries to post it, they'll be sitting in here with you. So, I mean,
They thought you was a shit, didn't they?
yeah, it was a long story.
Didn't,
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, but
I never did anything wrong in my life.
that's good. That's good.
these small towns are
That's
known
not
for
true. I'm just
these
saying
small
that.
towns are known for doing that around here. Like they'll trump up a bunch of charges on you. Like you may have a theft charge and they'll turn it into something that it's not, and then like try to they'll set some crazy bond on it or whatever. But then you get indicted and go to circuit court and stuff, and then it gets brought down to a reasonable amount. That's why it was like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I killed a family of four or anything. Um, but yeah, so uh, we had Kelly for an hour and a half today. So
Yeah, I'm
we're
leaving in a
coming up
few.
on
Yeah, I
that
got to
here.
get ready to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, sorry.
Uh,
And
so
support black non-believers.
Yeah, but I do want to say, like, I'm glad you guys are having this political talks every week and stuff like that, and just because, and even though we are atheists in this community, some of them don't conform politically right. Many of them are still Republicans. Hopefully, this will show them knowledge and things that they need. But the sad thing is that this government does not care about the regular people. They don't care about me being a black woman, queer woman. They don't care about Robin being a woman, white woman, and they don't care about you, Joy, even though you are a cis white man because you're not rich.
You're poor
Don't
white
give a
man.
fuck about none of us. You're poor. Poor white trash.
God,
They don't care about us. So we need to stick together and realize that's the only way that we're gonna make it.
yeah, right,
You
right,
got them cutting these benefits, and I hate when I go on social media and I see them talking and saying that get a job. You
Yeah.
have to have a job in order to get this help, but you're not thinking about children. What about the kids in the foster care system?
But like
What's going to happen to those kids?
yeah, there's a bunch of
That's
people in
not
our military.
wanted.
Our military is full of people who still qualify for SNAP,
Exactly.
and they work. There are soldiers, and they still
well,
qualify for SNAP.
well.
So
Here's the thing: whenever you take and you put the 1% on this pedestal, to where only the elite and the rich and the powerful have any rights. Now, Robin, damn it.
Don't be getting
Um,
me sick now.
don't be choking to death on the stream, okay, Robin? The
You need some
so
water?
we just went down the wrong way. Sorry.
too much vodka in
Oh,
that
you're
cup, huh?
good.
No, it's actually iced coffee.
Oh, okay. Uh, so So whenever they do that, though, like what happens is sure they start out and they attack illegal immigrants, and then they attack poor people and black people. Eventually, though, they're coming for you, right? Because eventually you're going to be the lowest person on that totem pole, no matter what group you're in. As long if you're not part of the rich elite, eventually you're going to be that bottom person, and they
Exactly.
have to have a scapegoat. They have to have that, because none of this works unless they can demonize other groups of people as the problem.
Yeah.
You guys get it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We love you,
So,
Kellie.
I love you too. Love you
well,
too. I do not want to get off the stream having a great time. I do not want to go to work, but I am going. The Black Non-Believers are having a cruise. So at least I have a week of island fun.
That's why, look, I can't go this year because I don't have the money saved up and I've got all these health issues. But next year, I'm planning to go to on the cruise too.
Oh, great. I would love to have you.
Are there ever any white people on the cruise? Or
Yes, there is.
okay, I mean it doesn't matter to me. I just wondered if
Yeah,
I.
there definitely is.
Okay.
Yes, we have white, black, Hispanic. We have a Cuban comes on.
Oh,
So yeah, come on. The
I mean
more
it
the
doesn't
merrier.
matter to me. I'd better spend time with you and Mandisa and Cynthia than anybody probably. So
Oh yeah, you are more than welcome. I would love to have you. My daughter comes.
okay, yeah, I met her too, right? Didn't she say?
No,
Didn't you
no,
have
you
a
have
child that
not
came?
met.
Oh,
No,
didn't you have a child? I thought you had a child that came and sang God's gospel.
no, 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 no,
Okay, I must have been confused about who that
no,
was.
no. She's only been to the cruise.
Okay,
I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. My channel, I'm trying to see. Candace Gorham will be on my channel probably Sunday before we embark. So I will have the links and everything for that. So till next time, bye everyone.
all right. Yeah. Bye, Kelly. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for inviting
We're-
me.
yeah, and we'll be back. I'll go ahead and let you out, Kelly, while I do the wrap up here. Hold on. I'll remove you from the scene so you can get out of here while I talk about what's coming up and all that stuff. Bye.
bye, Kelly. I just want to thank. Listen, I want to thank everybody that came. I saw my friend Jeet here, and yeah, there he is, and Equus, and Tsunami, and Theo, and PC, and Let's Farm, and Jester, and I don't know. There's Ember. Who else? Well, who am I missing?
Totten's here.
Oh, Titan's here, yes, and I mean there was just eight juror.
Yeah.
I can't
We have
scroll through the comments anymore.
Deviant Outcast,
Yes,
Equus.
Deviant Goddess.
That's Chester.
I've seen a bunch, so
Yeah, we've had the Hot Mess Summer. And I'm sorry if I miss a few of these. I'm scrolling through it. We already said
you're
let's.
here. Throw your name up there real quick so we can see you. Because we're like our memories are not as good as they used to be.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Thank you everybody for coming and watching, and if you're new here and you like it, maybe subscribe and come back next week.
There's Filbert, Mighty Filbert.
Yep, Filbert's here.
Duck. I saw Duck here earlier, and oh my gosh, I don't know other people.
So
Okay.
yeah, next week I haven't scheduled a guest for next week yet. So if you're interested in coming and hanging out with me and Robin and talking about political clips and stuff, then let me know. You can do that. There's a lot of it. It's been posting through the chat here as we go. But there's links to my Facebook, the Kentucky Atheist Facebook group. If you go there, there's actually a link that'll take you to my personal page as well, to where a lot of us. I have a lot of fun poking at the locals here. But
All my locals have me blocked, and now all of my I actually get more likes and stuff now that I have a bunch of this community that I'm friends with
Yeah.
on Facebook. And like, because I used to get like one like and something.
Yeah.
And now I've actually got like a bunch of them because I've got, I think, more. I mean, I've got a lot of friends. I've got like over 1,000 friends on there, but I think most of them must have me muted.
Thank you, Deviant Outcast. The So also, if you're not a member of my Discord server, go join my Discord. I've created a Politicality channel inside my Discord server now, and if you have clips and articles and things that you'd like us to talk about or cover, we'll be pulling stuff from there as well to talk about the things that you guys put in there. Actually, during this show, Totten posted something, and I want to actually talk about that, but I didn't. I want to make sure that I cover it right, so we'll save it till next time, and I'll pick up from there in the next show. But yeah, so if you go over to my Discord server, though, you can have a little input on the stuff we talk about, or if you want to push back against any of it or whatever, that would be a good place for that as well. So yeah, definitely go join.
Everybody, yeah, everybody needs to like hound Titan for him to be a guest, for them to be a guest on our show. They should be a guest on our show. Yes.
Yeah, we got the big refusal on that one already. But yeah, keep pushing. But yeah, so this the next show will be Saturday. Robin will be here for that as well, and I'll be debating Joseph, Young Earth Creationist from DAL, about objective morality. And I know the objective morality thing's been like done to death. I know, but he said he was going to make me look silly, and anytime someone does that, I have to give them the opportunity to do that. So
Smack is so funny.
yeah. The so whatever.
Person imaginable.
Good luck, Joseph.
Yeah, but Joseph's always like, that's why, I mean, like when you said I want somebody to debate about creationism, I was like, Joseph.
Yeah.
I was like, I talked with Joseph, I mean, we disagree completely, like he did, but he
will talk about it.
Yeah, and he will not get all insulting and
yeah,
and he actually doesn't make just like really stupid arguments all the time either. Sometimes, like he makes some of the better arguments, I guess. Like more. He doesn't throw up the Shroud of Turin or any of that kind of crap. He might throw a little Ron Wyatt in there, though. You never know.
Yeah, he does that.
They're all little Ron Wyatt. Like
sometimes you have to just kind of laugh about the things said. But yeah, anyway, Joseph coming on. This isn't a like a we're going to debate the topic or whatever, but it's not a big deal. It'll just be me talking to Joseph about it. This isn't going to be the big dumpster fire. Joseph doesn't really do that.
No.
But yeah, if you want to see that, come hang out Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about that there. Other than that, I mean, we've put all the links and everybody in chat. Robin even has one we didn't put in there, but if you type your name,
my channel's been up there several times.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who's doing it. Maybe PC or Deviant or Ranger or somebody. Or
yeah, there's some of them have a list of the different commands that do things.
Yeah.
It's cutting off some of my chat things there for some reason though.
I picked up like 5 subscribers like last week. So I don't know if like this right here. I don't know, but
yeah. Well, I mean, it can't hurt.
It ain't like I make content. I've not even been streaming this show to my thing because I can't get ready in time to get over here to do it, to pick it up.
We'll get it set up sometime this week. We'll do it on an off day this week. We'll get together and fix it.
No, I just assume really, I figure it'd be better to just keep the views with you. You know what I mean? Like over here.
Well, whatever you want to do is fine with me. It doesn't matter. I'm not, overly worried about that. But all right, so yeah, thanks everybody for coming and watching. Thank you all my channel members. Thank you, Chester, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. We will be back next week for this show with more of this stuff, and we'll probably have a guest. Maybe not, though. Who knows? We'll see. There are a lot of people that want to talk about this stuff, so it hasn't been too hard to find guests and stuff. So, like I said, if somebody's interested in coming and sitting down with me and Robin and talking about what's been going on politically and stuff, then get a hold of me on one of those social media things. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you, Ember, for sending people over here.
Thank y'all.
Have a good one, everybody. Later.